Welcome to our channel, Candidly Contreras. This is our first video. It's going to be a little bit of like an about me / Q&A type of thing. We decided to start vlogging like our family trips and just like everyday life as a couple. So I'm Cassie and
I am Joshua,
and this is my husband. We have been married for 4 years, almost 4 years. In October, we got married on Halloween in 2015, and I work at Leprino East as a lab tech, and Josh works at Leprino West as a vacancy relief.
Well, not the same place. It's different, two different plants.
It's different. We have a 1-year-old named Lincoln.
We like to go to Disneyland.
Yes,
a lot.
We love Disneyland.
Passes there,
so you'll probably see a lot of our vlogs from Disneyland and then other places that we travel, because we like to travel a lot of different places, like here in California.
But we're planning on going to Texas
pretty soon.
So
yeah, to visit my family. But other than that, that's like a little bit about us. So we'll start with the Q&As, a couple that we had from Facebook and Instagram. So Josh is gonna read the questions, or try to read the questions, because
sometimes I mess up because
he's not the best reader.
All right, so one of them is how is Joshy liking his new job? And they said our 1-year-old is so cute, so thank you for that. So how I'm liking my new job, you know, it's really different from Walmart, just two different like cultures, so I'm trying to get used to it, trying to adapt, and but yeah, I like it so far. It's a new adventure for me and a new challenge, so yep. Let's see, let's go to the next one. This well, this is not a question. It says, but happy to see you guys starting a channel. Me too, it's gonna be fun, so let's enjoy it, all of us. Another one says, how do you deal with mommy shaming?
I honestly don't really pay attention to anybody's mommy shaming. A lot of times I see people post stuff and I kind of just ignore it, because like I'm the type of person that once I get started on something, like I just don't stop. So like I try to just not even involve myself, because then my husband gets me in trouble that I'm too much. So a lot of times, like, somebody will post something and I'll go on there and I'll start typing like this long old thing, and then I'm just like, you know what, it's not even worth it, like just forget it. So I just delete it and just forget about it. So I don't really pay mind into that.
And if I could add to something, just don't even shame nobody, just stick to yourselves. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good advice.
So another one is,
you missed all those other questions.
Oh, let's see. It says another one is, when did you guys realize this is the person for me? I want to spend my life with you.
You can answer that one.
Well, from a young age, I always like imagine like what it would be like, or what it would feel like to fall in love with somebody. And you know, we always go through different things or through different relationships, and you really see like when someone comes into your life, like, oh my god, like this person has such a big impact on my life. So you know, you want to keep them around and not do dumb things to ruin it. So you really got to cherish it, and you really got to know I think the difference between like them doing stuff for you and then actually being someone being there for you emotionally and physically. So I think Cassie did all those things for me, so that's how I knew. So
yeah, same. He's like literally the opposite of everything I thought that I wanted in somebody, besides like having a kind heart. But I was like, oh, I'll never date somebody younger than me, and oh, I'll never date someone like dark. And
I look light right now because it's lighting.
Oh. But I don't know. I just think that after our friendship developed and we became like really best friends, and then after we became friends, it just was kind of like, this is the person I want to spend every day with. This is the person that I want to do life with, that I want to have a family with, that I want to have everyday sleepovers with. So yeah, he's just like my best friend. So when you have somebody like that, like, you just know that you want to spend forever with them, even though he irritates me like 99.9% of the time. But I wouldn't want to be irritated by anybody else.
Okay, another one. Good answer by both of us. So it says, what's your story? How did you end up dating, and who asked who? Okay.
Well, let me just start by saying he still never asked me to be his girlfriend. So he asked me to marry him, but he never asked me to be his girlfriend. So I'm just throwing that out there.
But we met. Oh, another one that says.
You're just skipping over the questions.
No.
But basically, I met Josh through his brother.
Yeah.
Like, I was friends with his brother. And then one day, me and his brother used to go fishing a lot with my family. And one day he was like, hey, my brother's just like always at home, like doing nothing. And I feel bad for him. Can he come? And I was like, bruh, like, I barely invited you. And now you want to bring somebody else? And I was like, yeah, fine, I guess. And then like the first day I was like, oh my God, your brother's like so annoying and immature. And then like a couple months later, I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. But so yeah, so then we started hanging out all the time because his brothers and his cousins were like all 21 and we weren't. So they would like go to the bar and hang out. And me and Joshy were like the only ones hella left out. So then we started hanging out while they would go out. And then we just like became best friends and started talking and texting all the time. And then one day Josh was like, hey, I kind of like you. And I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And then I was like, you know what, fine, I'll give him a chance. And yeah, that's what happened.
So another one, it says, how did you guys feel when it actually hit that you were going to be parents? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, yeah, you go
no,
first.
Go ahead.
No, you go first.
So we had wanted a baby for a while. Like, we wanted to wait at least a year or two after we got married before we started trying for a baby. But when we found out that we were pregnant, we were actually camping. And I wasn't feeling good. Like, I never had morning sickness or anything, but just like random stuff was happening that like doesn't usually happen. And then like my cycle was really regular, so when I was just like a couple days late, I was like, okay, maybe we should take a test. And we did, and we were just both like super excited. But I don't think it really hit till we saw like the first ultrasound and stuff. And then it was like, oh my gosh, this is real. Like,
it was super exciting.
And then I don't think it really hit till he was born. And then even after he was born, like, it was just like a lot happened. So like,
so hold on, it says
I'm not done answering the question. So he was born and it was like really complicated. Like, he wasn't breathing, and so they took him right away, and we didn't get to see him for like 4 hours after he was born. Like, I didn't even get to hold him or anything.
He was born at 7, huh? And then we didn't get to see him until like 11:30.
Yeah, probably like midnight or something like that. So there was a lot of time in between. So I think till we actually finally got to bring him home, because he was in the NICU for another like 7 days, I think that's when it finally like hit us, like, oh my gosh, like, we're parents. We have to take this baby home and take care of it alone, like, without the NICU nurses and stuff. So I think that's when it really hit, like, oh my gosh, we're parents.
Another question says, biggest challenge you face as new parents and how do you overcome it? So just like how she was saying, how Lincoln was in the NICU, like, and he wasn't breathing us first, you know, it was really scary because, you know, you never know what was going to happen, or, you know, so you're just always thinking about the bad stuff. And another one is too, like when he was in the NICU, they said he was gonna be in there for 2 days, and then he ended up being there for a couple more days, and then he got transferred from Hanford NICU in an ambulance car to Valley Children's, and that was really, really tough. You never want to see that as a parent, especially as a new parent, having your child go through that and having to go alone. So
yeah, and Lincoln was well, I mean, obviously he was our first baby, so we never had that in our head. Like we were like, oh, we're gonna have this baby and then we're gonna bring him home, and it's like that was like not how it happened. First he came like a month early, and then he was having problems breathing, and then he got transferred to the NICU, and then he got jaundice, and it was just like
he wouldn't eat, like he couldn't keep his milk down.
Yeah, so it was just hard because we didn't expect any of that, and I mean, I don't think anybody does, obviously, but it was just like, why did this happen to us? But he's great now. He's pretty perfect, and he doesn't have any medical issues like from being born early, which is really good. I mean, he's still really small for his age, but he's definitely catching up to where he should be.
So another one is, how's it managing crazy hours and a 1-year-old?
It's really hard. I work nights, so I work 11 at night to 7:30 in the morning, and then when I get off I have to sleep, and then sometimes if everybody else is working, then I have to stay up all the way until 1 p.m. till my mom gets off work and can watch him, and then I sleep from like 1:30 p.m. till like 9 when she gets home. I mean till 9 when I wake up. Then I get to spend a little time with him again, and then he goes to bed around 10. So it's hard because I don't get to spend a lot of time with him because I spend like all my time at work and then catching up on my rest. So my mom is the one that takes care of him majority of the time.
So like before, it was kind of harder too, because like how I would work like 7 to 4 when I was at Walmart, and that really like, it was kind of in between everything. Like when Cassie would get off, I would go in at 7 or 5 o'clock in the morning or whenever, and I'd have to come drop off Lincoln, and she would have to come to her mom's, and so there's like a village behind us that really helps us. So I think that's how we manage it too, because it takes a lot of stress off our shoulders. And then
my mom and dad keep him a lot of the time, and then my cousin Liz helps a lot, and then my Lincoln's godmother helps a lot when she's not working. So it really does just take a village, and I'm just glad that it's my mom that watches him and takes care of him, and not like a babysitter, because I think if I saw Lincoln crying for a babysitter, it would probably break my heart more than seeing him cry for like my mom, that he wants my mom because she's the one that spends more time with him. So that kind of sucks, but I'm just glad to know that he's well taken care of, and that I don't have to worry about like a babysitter hitting him or yelling at him.
You see crazy stuff online.
Yeah,
you just never know.
It's just good that it's my mom and not like some random person.
Yes. So let me see. Oh, another one is, what are your long-term goals both as individuals and as parents?
As individuals, I'm hoping to have my real estate license in the next couple months and kind of just grow my business from there, and just continue to be the best mom that I can be to my son, and hopefully being in real estate can allow me to do that, to make my own hours, to be home with my family more, and make more money so that we can continue to travel and just add on to our house and put new things in our house, or maybe get a new house or something.
So I think for me, like long term is just I think being the best person I could be too. Always doing a good job at my job, and making sure that my family's good, and like Cassie said, just adding more stuff to our family. You can never
And another baby. Oh,
maybe it's crazy. But yeah, just adding and making sure Lincoln's good, and making sure we could be the best parents as we could be, making sure he has everything and he's good. Let's see, there's a couple more. Let me see. Hardest moment in your marriage. Okay.
I think a lot of the hard moments too had to do a lot with the last couple years. We've lost a lot of people, so it was hard. We had to take turns being strong for each other and being there for each other.
Yeah. And like another hard part, like, so this is called Candy Contreras, so we're gonna be like really I think up front with you guys, and not trying to hide nothing for you, because I think that's what you guys deserve. So like another hard part in our marriage is just sometimes it's real unfortunate, but sometimes you go through stuff with other family members, and it really takes a toll, especially because like when me and Cassie first started like talking about marriage and stuff, and there's other things too, like, oh, you guys are too young, or there's always stuff like that, and that's okay. But I think that was another hard part,
not having everybody's support.
Yeah, not having everyone's support, and it kind of just rattles everyone's cages a little bit. So we had to get through that, and I think that made us really stronger too, especially when we got to our wedding day and seeing each other. We're like, wow, like even this stuff can't break us. So
yeah, so I think that was a big issue for us, where we kind of had to learn that it wasn't about everybody else. It was about us and what we wanted, and now like about our family, like about me, Josh, and our son. And that's what we really have to focus on, not what everybody thinks, or what everybody thinks about us, or what everybody thinks about our family. It's about us three more than anything. Not saying that we're the only ones that matter, but that's what comes first to us.
So we went through other questions, but if you guys have any more, we're more than happy to answer them, and let us know what we could do better, or what we could what kind of different topics you guys want us to hear to talk about, or anything like in our video you guys want us to see us do better, or just stuff to help us out and help, just if you guys need advice or anything, we'll be here. So
yes, and we will be doing vlogs on our trips to Disneyland. Next weekend we're going to San Francisco, so we'll probably do some vlogging there. We plan on taking some lake trips on our boat, so we'll probably do like a boat vlog. What else? We plan on doing a couple of other ones coming
maybe
up.
Some features with other YouTubers that we know.
Yes.
So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Lincoln will probably be in the next one.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping right now. He's like literally like right there.
He's knocked out like literally.
But yeah. So anything else you want to say?
Just hopefully you guys like it, and thanks for watching. And this is our first video, so
yeah. So follow us. We just wanted to kind of do a Q&A so that you guys could get to know us a little bit and get to know a little bit about us. But the next couple videos that we have planned coming up are gonna be pretty fun and interesting. So our next video we plan on doing is my mom and Josh are going to face off in Who Knows Me the Best. And
I'm coming for you, Mrs. Reina.
So we got some whiteboards and stuff, and we're gonna be doing that on our next video. So if you liked this video, please like it, and subscribe to our channel.
And in the comments below, let us know who you think is going to win. Let us know who you think is going to win out of me and Cassie's mom, because Cassie Josh is a little bit like her stuff, like what she likes, but I know what she likes and what she doesn't like, so. I'm
going to make it difficult.
But
thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good night. Bye.
Bye.